Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos talks producer involvement on dates. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos is about to end her journey. Her season finale will air on Wednesday night. She has been making media rounds and revealing behind-the-scenes details fans love to know. One of those things she recently discussed was how involved producers are in the dates. What did she have to say? Keep reading to find out more. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos reveals how involved producers were. Golden Bachelorette appeared on the Please Excuse My Grandma podcast, where she opened up about how involved producers were on her dates. There have always been assumptions that production arranges everything on The Bachelor and The Bachelorette, including who gets to go on the date. Joan set the record straight. She revealed that before her season ever began filming, they asked her what kind of dates she would like to do. They also asked her what type of man she was looking for. After that, they did arrange the dates as far as putting them together. However, Joan said she was totally in charge of who went on the date with her. She also dove a little into how it felt to have cameras around her all the time. Joan shared that after a while the cameras just become white noise. They put mix on Joan and the contestants basically right when they get up so they don't miss anything. At first, she was a little concerned she would say or do something wrong, and it would be caught on camera. However, she later realized the producers were on her side and wanted her to find happiness, and did not want to make her look bad in any way. Did she fall in love? Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos was asked on the podcast if she found love again. Joan shared that she found love as far as friendships with all the men. She would not reveal if she found real love with just one person. Joan said she wasn't allowed to share that information. However, she also said she doesn't like spoilers and would rather fans tune in and find out how her journey ends by watching. Fortunately, fans will not have to wait much longer. Joan's big season finale will air on Wednesday, November 13. The final two men will meet her family, and then she will choose between them. They are Chalk Chappell and Guy Gansert. In the dazzling world of reality television, where every moment is meticulously crafted to entertain, few shows have captured the hearts of viewers quite like The Golden Bachelorette. While many fans tune in for the romance, drama, and glamour, one participant's candid take on the behind-the-scenes dynamics is shedding light on the fascinating interplay between reality and production. Joan Vassos, the enchanting star of the latest season, recently opened up about her experience, particularly highlighting the producer's involvement in shaping her journey to find love. "It's like stepping into a whirlwind," Joan remarked during a recent interview. "From the moment you arrive, you're surrounded by cameras, microphones, and a team of people who are deeply invested in your story." But as she elaborated, the producer's role extended far beyond simply documenting her quest for love. They were active participants in guiding the narrative, often in ways that surprised even a seasoned professional like Joan. Joan, a retired marketing executive with a passion for ballroom dancing and a zest for life, was initially drawn to the show for its unique concept, giving a second chance at love to individuals over 60. The idea resonated deeply with her, as she had spent years focusing on her career and family after losing her husband to illness. "I've always believed in love's ability to transform and heal," she said, and the opportunity to explore that on such a grand stage felt like a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Once the cameras started rolling, Joan quickly realized that the producers weren't merely passive observers. They played an integral role in orchestrating dates, curating conversations, and even nudging contestants toward potential connections. "There were moments when I felt like a character in a beautifully scripted romance novel," Joan admitted with a laugh. "But the emotions were very real, even if the circumstances were sometimes encouraged." For instance, Joan shared an anecdote about her first one-on-one date. The producers had arranged a sunset yacht cruise, complete with a live string quartet and a gourmet seafood dinner. "It was breathtaking," she recalled. But what people don't see is the 2-hour prep beforehand, where the producers coached me on topics to discuss and moments to watch for. They'd say, when the sun dips below the horizon, share that story about your late husband, and it did create a magical moment. While some might see this level of involvement as manipulative, Joan viewed it differently. They weren't trying to fabricate anything, she explained. They were amplifying what was already there. They'd pick up on the little sparks I might have missed and help turn them into flames. It's like having a team of cupids working overtime. However, not every experience felt entirely authentic. Joan confessed that there were times when the producer's intervention bordered on intrusive. There was one group date where they suggested I confront another contestant about something she said, something I hadn't even noticed in the moment. It felt contrived, and I struggled with whether to go along with it or stay true to myself. Ultimately, Joan chose the latter, a decision she's proud of. I wanted my journey to reflect who I am, not just what would make good television. Joan's insights also highlighted the emotional toll of navigating a televised search for love. The producers' involvement wasn't limited to orchestrating dates. They also played a pivotal role in shaping the contestants' emotional arcs. They'd ask probing questions during interviews, digging into your past and your feelings in a way that could be both cathartic and exhausting, she said. It's like therapy on steroids, but with an audience. Despite these challenges, Joan emphasized that the producers' intentions were largely positive. They genuinely wanted us to succeed, she noted, and in many ways, their guidance helped me open up in ways I might not have otherwise. It's easy to build walls after experiencing loss, but they gently pushed me to tear those walls down. One of the most memorable moments of the season, a surprise serenade by a contestant during a candlelit dinner, was also a product of producer influence. He'd mentioned in passing that he played guitar, and they ran with it, Joan revealed. They set up the whole scene and encouraged him to play a song he'd written about second chances. It was incredibly moving, but it's funny to think about how much planning went into what appeared to be a spontaneous gesture. As for the lasting impact of her time on the show, Joan expressed nothing but gratitude. It's easy to focus on the production side of things, but at the heart of it all, there were real connections and real emotions, she said. The producers may have set the stage, but the love stories were ours to write. Now, months after the finale, Joan continues to reflect on her journey with a mix of wonder and introspection. She's remained in touch with several contestants and even hinted at a budding romance that began on the show. I'll let you tune into the reunion episode for the full scoop, she teased, her eyes twinkling. For fans of The Golden Bachelorette, Joan's revelations offer a deeper understanding of what it takes to create the magic of reality TV. It's a delicate dance between authenticity and artistry, one that Joan navigated with grace and charm. And while the producers may have played their part, it's clear that Joan's charisma and genuine spirit were the true stars of the show.